we understand that the court systems are stacked against us. We understand that the system itself is stacked against us, and we also understand that the mom doesn't give a damn about us because we're not with her ass no more. So what we understand is, if all I can get is a weekend, I'll take a weekend.
Why
But you
y'all
better believe
always
I'm gonna fight
thinking
you more.
mother? Why y'all always thinking the mama want to be with the baby daddy? I don't want to be with
You know what? Do you know what it is, Shan? Let's break it all the way down. It may not even that she wants to be with him. This is something else we broke down on my show. She
Okay.
does not want to see him happy if she's not. You know that's how women are. He cannot beat her to being better in the game of life when she's having to take care of his kid and looking haggard half the week. You already know that's the way women are. Wives are like that. Hold on. Wives are like that with their husband. Men can't even laugh too hard around their wife if they got an attitude. We already know. Y'all crazy.
Maybe I'm different.
They do not want you to have a good time without them.
I don't think like that. I be thinking like, listen, you got my kid.
Who you not married to? I
want you to be
Will your wife get mad that you happy?
Like overjoyed, and she's pissed or dealing with the kids. They be secretly like,
most women want to jump in and be overly happy with you.
Right. I would want, listen, honestly, I would want, if you have my child, I would want you to be the best you can be emotionally, because I know that that's going to trickle over into my kid. I don't want you to be unhappy. I want you to be living your best life. I want you to be happy about life, because I don't want you to have none of that depression seeping in, trickling down on my kid. No. I need you to be happy about life.
Don't be over there making up fake stories.
What you
I ain't gonna lie. Now, Shan, no. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not gonna lie. Shan, with her daughter's father, when he is dating or have a potential, mate, like she be trying to keep them together. Like, y'all gonna get married? When y'all getting married? Like she be
pushing. Get my baby daddy up. I'm like, listen, I like her now. I want some consistency. When I like her and she's good with my kid, I don't want to see another bitch. Keep that one. Let's move forward.
Look, Shan's weird. Shan is weird.
I kid you not, she does. And I'm like, huh? She's like, no, because I know the winner. He's not going to take
I think women naturally from what was reported, what it really is not wanting to see him happy, or most women don't want to see him happy or want to see him have his way, right? If a man wants to see his kid, the kid never available. If a man doesn't want to see his kid, you drop him off at his mama house every week. Like, you see what I'm saying? It is like never him having his way and dictating terms. The one bargaining chip women have is the child. So they want to keep that little sliver of control if they can. We know that. Think about it this way. I told y'all before, women behave like short men. Y'all behave like short men. It's not even that y'all have a thing against tall people or something, metaphorically speaking. It's just that you always dream of being in control because men naturally are. So when you get control, you tend to abuse it. That's all it is. So they know that child is a bargaining chip. I get to dictate terms. I get to go where I get to be super mom. I use all that type of stuff. So you're using that to just throw the man every which way. If he says something and it's supposed to be a better idea, you're going to make a fake better idea. Like, men go through this every single day. Every single day.
Yeah. I want to go back to the statement that women don't want to see men happy. I think sometimes what happens is that men don't have to filter themselves sometimes when they're having fun with other people besides their women. Because when you're around your woman, you have to make certain adjustments, and you can't necessarily always be your authentic self. So I think that sometimes what happens is that, like, women see you enjoying yourself a little bit more freely sometimes, and sometimes they may become a little bit more envious of the fact that you don't seem to respond that way to me as you respond to these other people. Now, you women might be having a very different experience, but I'm speaking from what I've seen, what I've experienced, and it seems like it's not that they don't want you to have a good time. It's just that for some reason,
I hear some extra. Somebody got something on where you can hear the.
Is it Marcus? It's
Okay,
definitely
it's gone
Marcus. But it just seems like women do want to see you happy, but they feel like you don't have the same level of happiness or show a level of happiness the same way you do in certain things, like maybe with your fellas or something like that. And I just think that's the issue that some women have with men really enjoying themselves because they're like, oh, you had a great time with the boys, and oh, you did this and did this. But when we go out, you be like, yay. But you don't be as elated sometimes when you be doing the things with them versus when you do it with other people.
I think that has a lot to do with how you as a man nurture your relationship then. Because my husband, and now I'm going to say it is different. I do recognize that, but he has just as a good a time with me as he do with his boys. It's just a different kind of fun that he has with his boys versus me. But all of the laughing, we do that. He does that with his boys. I don't get jealous. Actually, when I hear him like that, it makes me happy to hear him happy. And sometimes I'll overjump the gun, be like, what he say? Like I'm part of the conversation because I want to laugh too. And he'll look at me like, damn, can I have my conversation? Like, God. But it's because I'm seeing him happy and I want to hear what he's laughing about too. So I really think it has a lot to do with nurturing your relationship. If you see your woman get upset because you seem happier with your friends than you do with her, then that's something that y'all need to work on because she should not feel like that. If she's secure and know that she's happy with you and y'all kikiing it all the time, having a good time, when she see you do that with your friends, it's not going to matter.
But you're assuming that a large number of women are secure in themselves. And a number of women aren't secure in themselves, which is why they're always seeking men's validation in their relationships. So it doesn't really make sense for you to sit there and say that when you understand that the reason why women do a lot of the things they do is because they aren't secure in themselves.
Now, is it not they're not secure in themselves or secure in their relationship because of things that they've seen in the relationship that made them insecure?
Sometimes it's them.
Okay.
Well, I would say I say two things can be true. There is some element where you can sit here and say that that particular woman isn't secure in herself. And I can also agree that men sometimes do things ignorantly and cause issues in their relationship and they don't even know it. And they're out here trying to do things their way. And then the woman's like, well, I feel this way when you did this, this, and the third. So, I mean, you don't know what you don't know. But I do agree 100%. Like, yo, like, if anybody, just like when we had that conversation where we were talking about, what was the word? There was a word we was arguing about, and it was semantics. What was it?
Oh, last week when we were saying validation.
Yeah, validation, right? The response from men is from a place of being secure. That's the reason why they responded the way that they responded with the word validation. However, like with women, typically when you talk to a lot of women and you experience a lot of women, they don't be that secure in themselves.